Yeah, unresolved anger, and it could release all kind of toxins inside your body and cause health issues. So it's so important that as you go through your healing process, just always try to pray. Just say, God, I need help. Help me to release this anger. Um, the effects it's having on me. Find healing in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit, in your soul. It is a process. And it's not something that can take place in 24 hours or a day or a week or a month. For some people, it's taking a little bit much longer than that. Because as you progress in your life and as you go through the recovery process, there are times you might have a trigger. Something you can read a newspaper article of something that has happened to someone else, and suddenly it triggers your memory. And you begin to remember how it's affected you. So, like I shared from Genesis chapter 4 about Cain and Abel, he had unresolved anger. It wasn't sexual abuse that took place there, but the anger is still anger. That's one of the things we have to understand. And anger is a spiritual, emotional thing. You can't go to the doctor and say, "Look, doctor, I'm angry. I need a medication." So that's where the word of God comes in, because the word of God is medicine. As you begin to pray and just ask the Lord to release you, because the way God designed us is he designed us with, we have a spirit, we have a soul, emotions and things, and some things cannot be dealt with medication. And anger is something that cannot be dealt with medication. It's something that you have to make up in your heart and in your mind, that you don't want to carry this anger. You don't want um, to be affected by these angry feelings. Because most of the time, after people have been abused, years down the line, the abusers have moved on in their lives. And you find out that sometimes the survivors of sexual abuse are still battling with issues 5, 10, 15, 20, even 30 years later. And the abusers have moved on in their lives. So it's so important that if you've experienced sexual abuse, it's a daily process. Take it daily, so that you can also move on in your life, so you can find healing, wholeness, and you can be happy again. For me, it's taken a long time. It took a long time because I wasn't able to share it with anyone. And as a result of that, the wounds, grew deep and deeper and things like that. So I just want to encourage you in dealing with unresolved anger. Um, it's a step by step process, and release it, gradually release it. When the thought comes and you become angry, sometimes you just have to speak to yourself and say, "Look, I'm not going to be angry. I release this anger. I choose to forgive you." That is another teaching that I'll be doing about dealing with forgiveness. I choose to forgive you so that I can free myself from this pain. Because forgiveness, when you forgive the person, you're actually freeing yourself. It's something that I didn't understand, but you're actually freeing yourself from the hurts, the wounds, the bitterness, that could release all kind of things, toxins, health issues. So um, it's a process. It's a process. So it's a process. It's a daily process. It's a daily process, and the Word of God has helped me a lot. Praying has helped